One thing that I get asked about a lot is time management as a mom, and I'm no expert on this. I think people think because I have multiple kids close in age that I somehow have it figured out. I don't. I'm always winging it. I'm always trying new stuff. But I did want to give you guys some tips that help me. And just like my post the other night, I hope that you know when you come to my page, I'm not trying to be an authority on anything. I'm just sharing what works well for me. A lot of things I had trouble finding like resources on, and I just want to be like a resource for new moms. So with that being said, time management things for me. The girls are 4, 3, and 1. So I feel like in a way that makes my life easier because they're all in the same phase at the same time, and I can really keep their schedules kind of in sync. I feel like moms that have the bigger age gaps probably have more of a challenge than I do. So I'm just going to speak to my situation. Our typical day at home, we wake up, we get Sophia out the door for school. She has a school checklist. If anybody wants me to share that, I'm happy to do that. It's just got like 6 things that she's supposed to do. So, getting her backpack, getting her uniform on, brushing her teeth, like making her bed, simple stuff. We help her make her bed. Sometimes her bed doesn't get made if we're running late. It's whatever. That's something that I'm going to expect of her as she gets older. She knows it's on the list right now, something to think about. And then after she leaves for school, the little girls usually watch a movie. They're not quite like ready to start their day. They've had breakfast, so they take a break and watch a movie. And then around 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there, they do an hour of room time, which is actually moving to playroom time now that I have the playroom done. But typically it's been an hour in their room with the gate shut and a timer set, and that is their independent playtime where I can do chores and work in the office. That's what I do during that time. So I also have a basic like chore list for every morning. I shared it on my story earlier this week, but it's 6 things that are like non-negotiable in my day. 6 things like the dishwasher, I have to do some laundry, I have to know what we're doing for dinner, I have to sweep the floors, take the trash out, and I'm missing something off my list that'll come to me. But those are like the foundation. I don't remember my 6th thing on my chore list right now. I'd have to look, but I put it in my story. Highlights under organization or routine, something like that. So it's in there for you guys to look at. But I do that. The other things I rely on a meal plan typically during the winter. We eat out of our freezer a lot because Richard works less, and that's like one way that we save money on groceries. So our meal plan typically revolves around what's in the freezer. I kind of made a little list so I could tell you guys. Like I said, my chore list, I have like a cleaning task each day that I get done. And then it's really just like routines and keeping everybody's schedules in sync. So the girls go to bed at the same time. They have the same bedtime routine. They take a bath, all that good stuff after dinner. The afternoon is probably our most flexible point. So Sophia comes home from school. Everybody eats lunch together. And then we do nap time. Sophia is 4.5 now, so she's starting to like not nap every day, which is really hard for me because nap time is my favorite time. But she's starting to fight naps a little. So we have this thing like, Sophia, you can either take a rest and read a book, or you can you can go to sleep. So that's her choices. So she knows that she has to lay down the whole time her sisters are asleep, which is usually a good 2 hours on a good day. And she has to rest and be quiet. And then that, again, is my time to do chores or to work in my office. And then, of course, take a nap if I want to. I'm a terrible napper. But occasionally, like today, I'll just pause and hang out. And that's good. I get reset and refreshed. When I'm pregnant, I sit a lot because of my pelvis. So Richard does the chores a lot for me, and it's like not as consistent as when I'm doing it every day. So that I find thankful that he helps, but I also find it frustrating that it's not done on my schedule. But I can just do what I can do, and that's all I can do. So the other things are simple organization, which I'm going to try to share a post on the blog about that. I'm trying to take some pictures of things, so that's what's holding me up. Being pregnant just brings a bunch of chaos for me, but these are just kind of the foundation things. And I find that even though I always struggle in pregnancy, especially at the beginning and end of pregnancy, like most of us do, we fall back into a really good routine whenever I'm not pregnant, which has been the majority of the time. But really, we do have a pretty good routine around here, and I think that makes me happier. It builds breaks into my day because being home with them all day can be draining and isolating. And then it also, like, allows them to know what's coming next, so their day isn't chaotic. I know when we're off routine, like, I'm ready to strangle them. Like, what is going on with you guys? And I have to reflect, like, oh, I have nobody in their routine at all. Even Richard knows the routine now. It's, it's nothing complex. It's very flexible. But if you guys have any questions, be sure to DM me or whatever. Those are my things for time management as a mom. So ask away for your next question. I'll be happy to answer.